Suomalainen Sega. Pelien kuningas.
Saturday afternoon, friends and neighbors. Testuigi at the desk with the Saturday SOARIN. And oh yes, we are back as champions. Still can't believe it. In Season 1, we barely made any trades. All we had to do to fix this team was hire a new coach. And Rossi 1 just went off. MVP season. 2 postseason MVPs. A home run streak as we storm back from a 2-0 deficit to beat the LG Twins, the existing champions, and win the first KBO title, first Korean Series championship for the Hanwha Eagles in 25 years. Oh yeah! And now we have the fun of seeing how we can make this team better. I mean, part of that's going to be pitching because Lee Taeyang, our secret ace last season, Taurus flexor tendon, he's gone for a long while. Kang Jae-min, still waiting for him to come back from military service. An Chi-hong, injured, post-concussion syndrome, so who knows if he'll ever be as good. Can't believe we signed him for that much money, but at least he's got an opt-out. Probably going to be our first baseman going into the season. Chae-Eun Song, not sure I like him in right field. He's probably our DH, but we've got Kim Pa-yeon there. I mean, maybe we swap the two. Kim becomes our backup guy. Either way, middle infield looks pretty much locked in with Jung Eun-won and Ha Ju-suk. There we go! Kamish is in with the raid. How Ice caught that one. Glad to see the Blue Jays are doing well, just not today. Thank you very much for the raid. A little bit of a different time slot here for the Saturday Soarin'. Usually we're going at 2 p.m. Slayer's Realm, thank you for the follow. Today's broadcast is powered by Fanta Pineapple, because I got all my drinking to do later today. So, like I was... Oh, Johnny Balls, thank you for the follow. Like I was saying, Hanwha Eagles, champions of Korea. There we go, now you can hear me. And now we're trying to figure out how do we make this team better. At least we have budget. Focusing on goosing the scouting and development budgets. Got a lot of expensive contracts. Ro Si-won is the one we ourselves gave. I mean, he was an MVP last season, worth every penny. Ryu Hyun-jin gave us vintage Ryu in the postseason. Look at that ERA in the postseason. 3-1, pitched a complete game in our opening series against the Kia Tigers. 8 shutout innings against the Landers. Oh, speaking of the Landers, I need to update their logos. Yeah, apparently, despite Out of the Park Developments having the official license, they haven't updated the team logo or the look for the Landers in a while, so I am going to take it upon myself to make a version of that for next season, but at least now the logos have been updated. Kudos to the Out of the Park forums for pulling that together. So because we play in Hanbat, which is a bandbox of a ballpark, guys with big home run potential are who we're after. Here in free agency, trading coming up with the winter meetings. Now, because the KBO finishes before the JPBO and MLB in this, Caleb Coward's a two-way guy? Well, I'll be doggone. Because it's a it's an earlier finish to free agency, all the KBO FAs are already available to be signed, like career home run champion Jong Choi. I mean, he's been a career lander / SK Wyvern for ages. I would feel bad about signing him. Never mind that we just did that, or the real Eagles did that with Kim Kang-min, but whatever. So we only have 3 foreign player slots. So largely what I've been focusing on off-stream was to go sign domestic players like Song Sung-moon, help out the infield a little bit. Choi Won-jun to help out the outfield. Defensive substitution, basically. Speedster guy. Put up 3.3 wins above replacement. Maybe he moves Moon Hyun-bin into the infield. He's got dual eligibility there. And then pitching, because we need pitching. Na Kyunan. Bit of a two-way guy. Not much, but a bit. I'm focusing on the home run suppression, though. 2 wins above replacement in 28 starts for the Lotte Giants. Bean Kwok. 3.2 wins above replacement for the Doosan Bears. I'm giving him term and money. And then minor league deals for Oh Won-sok and Jung Chol-won. And we'll see if we can get those guys. The rest of the money, I want to save for the foreign guys. I figure we can get a good right fielder. Maybe that'll help move our left field over. Lee Jin-young, not exactly known for igniting the ball. Maybe that'll be where we look to Choi Won-jun to step in and play left field. Might be an upgrade there. Right field for certain. Chae Eun-song should DH. Maybe place him first. Maybe defense up the middle, but otherwise, yeah, we're looking to pitching. Let's go take a look at the other leagues here in this save. JPBO in the offseason. Congratulations to the Fukuoka Rings, champions of the JPBO over the Kansai Cubs. Their free agents will be announced November 20th. And over in Major League Baseball, it's Red Sox and Dodgers, a rematch of 2018. Yoshida versus Yamamoto. How can you not love this sport? Teammates in Osaka. Now opposition in the World Series. Oh, right. We're also looking for a pitching coach. I am very curious to see how this one goes down. Otani's healthy, by the way. He got 3 starts in this year in the regular season. Incredible. So, Whitlock versus Montgomery for all the marbles at Dodger Stadium. Boston could blow a 2-0 series lead here. Hope your Saturday is going well. Later on, once I'm done streaming here, I am heading down to visit with friends, one of whom is a subscriber, Tip of the Cap, Mr. Montyfen. We're going to be taking in one of Toronto's many street festivals. We got our new pitching coach. Culberson, eh? Alright. Take a look, T. McNichol. You know? I mean, the problem is with 30 stamina, he probably only is a bullpen guy. And there is a DH. You know what? 80 grand? Yeah, let's do that. Thank you for the advice. Game 7. And the Boston Red Sox seal the deal. Cosgrove blows his 3rd save of the season. Oy, oy, oy. Masataka Yoshida is a World Series champion. You hashtag love to see it. Still waiting for all of these teams to get my texts. So, if you missed last stream, I bungled it. We weren't able to get any of our DevLab long or big techniques started. So, we've now gone with slamming everyone in for base stealing, base running, improving defense, that sort of thing. Ryu Hyunjin Karaoke Star? That I can believe. Team favorite for sure. Ooh, Benintendi setting single season KBO record. Will not sign a minor league deal? Give me a minor league deal. Alright, how about a major league one at the same price? Around halfway through the stream, once we get to like spring training or so, I am going to flip over to go take a look at the Chicago White Sox ownership stream or save I've got going, simply titled Owned, because that is something that's interesting. I'm giving it a try. Suggested by Baseball Dreamland here on Twitter, on Twitch and YouTube. But it's frustrating because I feel like I could do a better job with the White Sox as a GM than an owner, where all I have are 3 levers. Team priorities, team goals, and the budget. Oh, and firing the GM if he stinks. Did I just see Tim Tebow got a picture created? Is Tebow a coach now? I recognize some of these names. Pat Neshek. Okay, Beamer Weems is an amazing name. Gotta be some Honkball influence there, because I do have Honkball Hoofdklasse in this save. Like I said before, if this wasn't going to be a KBO save, it absolutely would have been a Honkball Hoofdklasse save, had I known that Honkball was going to be in Out of the Park 25 when I announced it. I mean, what a name. Beamer Weems. Yeah, Tim Tebow's now available as a manager. Alright, has anyone gotten back to my faxes yet? No. I mean, if given a choice, Socrates Brito would be an amazing get to the club. Just, do I want to put all my eggs, all my remaining money in one basket? I have no money for free agents otherwise, and there's still foreign guys I can go out and get. So we gotta, like, be super patient. This is my first time doing a KBO save, so I know that I can't trade foreign players. Only 1-year contracts each. Oh, someone actually got back to me. How nice. Song Sung Moon. Yep, as projected, Jong Choi stays in Incheon with the Landers. He will finish his career there as the KBO's greatest slugger. We may just need to be very patient with going out and signing guys. Alright, Choi Won-jun now a member of the lineup. Let's move... Yeah, let's turn off some of the force starts, if anything. Yeah, Song Sung Moon in left field is an interesting choice. I'm not opposed to it. We're going to have to think about how we deploy this team. Because we need more power bats to really succeed. Alright, Culberson doesn't want to sign on a minor league deal. I feel like we could do better in the foreign players. Alright. Hyunbin Moon. Improved stealing. Junghoon Won, no. Rosi Won, base running improvement. Yay. Okay, 45s across the board. I'll take that. Kim Taeyeon did not improve defense at first base. Oh well. He'll DH. And Jung An-seok did not improve at shortstop. So, let's go to the dev lab. Let's see here. See if Wong or Jung can improve his defense. Ditto for Kim. Not being able to improve stamina or anything kind of stinks. We don't need any of our pitchers to know how to bunt. Let's see if Hawk can improve his defense at shortstop. See if our top prospect can learn how to improve his defense, because if so, heck yes. We already tried a program for him. Let's do some base stealing techniques for Lim. There we go. If nothing else, we'll be defensively sound. If nothing else. Be interesting to see if Dietrich Enns heads back to North America. Ditto for Casey Kelly. Matt Davidson staying in Korea. Heads to the Twins. Alright, bidding war for Na Kyunan. Yeah, I'll match that. Jonathan Perlaza may be headed off to the KT Wiz. Oh Won Sok wants to go to the Evansville Otters. How about we give you 1 year at 60K? Alright, Bing Kwok might be coming over. Alright. Anyone on the trading block? Yul Kang Nam would eat up all of our budget. We already have a solid defensive catcher. Looks like Latte's trying to sell at the moment. Kim Won-jung would be fun to get. And he's only ARB eligible. Alright, between Choi Min Sung and Kim Won-jung. Well, at least it's not like a tough decision. Let's see who they want. Swap closers. Pass on that. Our young ace. Or our super utility guy, Moon Hyun Bean. No. No, how about none of the above? Number 26 prospect, though, Lee Min-jun. The guy we literally just signed. Alright, so maybe we're not going to be making a trade. I bet you KBO's kind of like League Redacted in that trades almost never happen because of how hard teams are to bargain with. Let's see if we can get Choi Min-sung, though. There we go. That's more like it. Yeah, enjoy your trashy little shortstop. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we can find a buyer for Han Sung-ju. He really does not fit our team design with low BABIP, low home run rate, and low control. We gotta make sure we get guys who can suppress homers. Do I have anyone else on the trading block? No. So let's shop around. Shop up, and get down. Giants offering Kim Song-soo. Alright, that's not nothing. Giants offering Son Ah-seop. DH. Big DH. Who was the ARB eligible guy I was looking at? Or Kim Song-soo, pending free agent. That's not that overpaid. Maybe we can ask Giants to eat some cash. And they ate all the money. There we go. And he's got leadership skills, which is something we desperately need on this club. Either side wants to do a deal for overpaid veterans, fine. When do the free agents show up? Oh! Alright, those are the two deals I made. Bin Kwok, LG wants him, great. Yeah, let's... I want Bean Kwok. More than, Na Kunan. I can probably walk away from him. I'm just gonna let him sit. Let him sit and think about what he's done. Alright, Jung Chul Won will be able to help out in the bullpen. Oh, Won Sok. KT's now offering money. I feel like we're good on that front. Let's just let that one ride. I have to remember, the budgets here are a lot different than in JPBO and Majors. Once we hit free agency for Majors, I'm curious to see who will be interested in coming over the Pacific to South Korea. We're looking for a right fielder, maybe two pitchers. I think that's it. Culberson comes crawling back. Alright, so it looks like the Japanese players are available now. These are, of course, all fictional dudes. Except for the ones who are in the North American or the MLB data set. Let's look at right fielders. Do we go with the comedy option of Tyler Austin? Just casually 80 power. Ideally, someone in the 800,000 range would be best. Culberson is interesting, but I'd use him as like a stopper more than a baseball or than a fielder. Again, I'm looking for pop in the lineup. Can't afford Nakayama. He's probably Majors bound. Rito's too expensive. I wouldn't put Dean in right field. Can't afford Okada. Moya is a defensive liability. I'd rather just have Choi there. Brad Miller as a captain. Yeah, let's talk about that. I mean, if Brad Miller doesn't sign with us, we can always go with QSAR. I'd rather go with home run power than gap power, because again, bandbox, we don't have too many gap hits. How did Altair put up a 1.112 OPS? Oh, 78 OPS plus. Woof! That is a juice ball league for sure. Yikes. Let's take a look at starting pitchers. Investing in bullpen arms is not an efficient use of the limited money we have. Save some money, get a guy like Jason Bilas. Ooh, I like Bo Burrows as well. Ooh, athletics. Want him instead. Never mind. Pelien, no. Ivy, no. Rice is nice. And the A's are trying to scoop him too. Getting John Means wouldn't be a bad get. You could also go after a guy like Yamasaki Eiichi. Any of these guys ignore me. I think we can move on from Na at this point. That'll free up some cash. Yep, Perlaza heads to the Twins. We lost him. Hang on a second. Are there foreigners allowed in our minor leagues? I can't remember. I think so. Checking the league settings. Rules. No foreigners allowed. Okay, so that Culberson deal basically won't work for us. Let's think about this. It'd be Miller, Bilas, and Means. So yeah, we're just gonna piss off Culberson. We're gonna walk away. Oh, looks like our minor league club did well, too. Ooh. Hey! That's an improvement. Jung-Gun Won. Probably our franchise second baseman now. Kim In-won, improved defense at first. You can now back up at third as well. Does Jung come over and take over shortstop then? Over Ha rather. I think he does. Song improves his defense at second, so now he's good across the way. Kim In-woo, improved defense in right field. Nice! That's a player I can put in the outfield. You continue to have good luck with the small programs. We still have time. We can still send guys into the dev lab. Let me see. I guess we could look at improving some of our catcher defense. Hard, yes, but kind of need to. At least the offense numbers don't look too crazy in JPBO. I'm always worried about that. If anything, the stolen base numbers are crazy. 132? Ritsuyoshi Okazaki? Yikes! That's fun. For those of you who missed it on Discord, DishNet34 will not be broadcasting This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown today. Pretty sure one of the affiliates will come up with a bootleg stream if you ask them nicely. AZ Axel will be up at 4 o'clock Eastern with a backyard project. Whoops. Go to the right league here for the off-season summary. Alright, some foreign guys coming across. Preston Tucker, Robel Garcia, Darren Ruff, who I had my eye on. Felix Pena heads to the KT Wiz. McKinnon heads from Samsung to Lotte. O'Grady from the American Association back to KBO, the SSG Landers. Addison Russell heading back to the K. Socrates Brito stays in Kia, or with the Kia Tigers. Kavius Sampson, the LG Twins sign him. Yeah, they're the typical off-season. Foreigners get all the money. The bullpen definitely was an issue last season. I'm glad that we've shored it up with signings and with trades. Once we're allowed to put guys on the injured list, I will happily do so. Man, Bean Kwok is taking his sweet time to sign our deal. I do like that there's actual historical players to be voted on. Not too many guys I recognize, though, but like I said, this is my first time doing KBO. Getting some extra pop in the lineup to supplement Rose Sihuan would be ideal. Ah, thank you for the follow. I'm Return Able. Austin Dean heads to the NC Dinos. Yay! We finally got Bean Kwok. We may also be getting Brad Miller. So with Kwok in the rotation, this looks a lot better. Let's send down Ram. Keep Hyunwon and Song Kyu Lee because both of those guys were great. Send down you. We don't need him. Quick look at the dev lab. All right. Moon Hyun Bean might be getting some defensive improvements. Culberson, look, I'm not saying yes. Na goes with LG. O to KT Wiz. Hans improved his defense at third. Good. No improvement, no improvement. Better base stealing or base running. All right. Bad news on Che. Moon Hyun Bean now knows how to play first. He goes everywhere. OTB Alt, thank you for the follow. I'm running out of stuff to send my team in for. Yeah, let's do some bunting drills. Again, this is because I didn't have enough time to do the larger programs, which would have really helped in some cases. Oh well. Unintentional hard mode on myself. I'm just glad we were able to get Bean Kwok into the rotation. That's something I was hoping for. John Means comes to the Hanwha Eagles, as does Jason Bilas and Brad Miller. We got a team captain finally. So Means, Bilas, Lee Taeyang once he's healthy, and Bean Kwok. That is a sparkling good rotation. And Dongju Moon will fill in for Lee while he's injured. Brad Miller can play right field. I think we might just force start into first, though. Especially since An Chi-hong is out with brain damage. That's the pop I was expecting to get. Now Ro Siwan has a little bit of protection in this lineup. And I have no budget left, do I? Let's take a look. Oh, that's upcoming free agents. Whoops. Got John Hyun-sik. Again, helping out the bullpen is the intent. Let's get a better backup catcher in Kim Jun-tae, too. We are using all the money we have. Haha. Oh hey, An Chi-hong is recovering nicely from getting his bell rung. He'll be ready for opening day. Maybe I send him to go get some help. Projected attendance, 8,000 a game. I'll take it. Jung Jun-woo still unsigned. Very interesting. Yes, I know we won the Korean series, despite being only 9 games above 500. 116 RBI for Ro Si-hwan. Man, myth, legend. Once we get to the preseason starting, then I can move guys to the IL, and then I can see where the team actually sits. Alright, personal message. More reliable for bunting, okay. No improvement. Choi's going to be better as a base stealer. Good over Choi. I mean, he was already pretty aggressive. Now he's going to be even better. Menace on the base paths. Love to see it. Can't wait for An Chi-hong to be back from getting his bell rung so we can train him up at a different position. Let's see if we can get Kim In-hwan to improve his base running fundamentals. Ditto for Chae Eun-song. Let's turn off the force start on Brad Miller. Let's move him to right field. And see if that'll affect his dev program. Still wants to focus on improved defense at first. Okay. Better make the most of the extra base hits we do get, I guess. Maybe there is value in having more of the small program slots available than the large ones. A thought. Might be able to swipe a few. If we had Kim as our new backup catcher, I feel like that's pretty much it for the team. Oh, so the Oh Won-seok guy I was negotiating with was third in the league in strikeouts? Whoops, I missed that. Sweet Afrikansa both Baliga, the only games going on right now. That is the South African League, the Winter League appended to the JPBO. If you want to get the JPBO for your own save, download it from the Out of the Park forums using the link just posted. Kim Seo-jun inducted into the Korean Baseball Hall of Fame. 467 home runs. The previous home run king, career Samsung Lion. Wonder what happened to him that he was away from the game for so long. I'm curious. Let's look this up. Ah, that may be an alias. Ah, that's actually Lee Sung-yup. That's why. Aha. "56 home runs in a season." Yeah, that's him. And his absence is because he went to League Redacted. With Chiba, with Tokyo, with Osaka. So I'm just gonna fix this. Ah, once again, If you want to know how to get around the we don't have that player's name license, use the historical miners ID or the Chadwick ID and do a baseball ref search for those. That's who I was voting for. That's why I didn't recognize the name. Aha! Well, that's another thing I'm going to have to fix off stream. He's only one of the greatest Korean baseball players of all time. Maybe more prone to injury. Oh, that's fun. Nice going, Kim. Alright, we got Kim Jun-tae available. Which means we can probably send Sangyeon Park down. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Up, down. And with 69 players in the minor leagues, we probably gotta do some brush clearing once we hit the end of the offseason. Austin Dean to the Dinos. I think I'm pretty much done with the dev lab for now. Game, I did not need to know what Jason Giambi wore when he was in a batting slump. I did not need to know that information. Alright, still plugging along, waiting to get to the start of the preseason. I will say having a winter league does make trying to get through the offseason a little bit slower. Why would you do this? Oh, cut our budget. Great. Love it. Thanks, boss. Better base running. Better defense at first. Better defense at second. See, now we have a glut of good defenders. I think Moon Hyun Bin has got to move into the infield. Especially since we got the new guy available to play outfield. Choi Won-jun, yeah. Alright. Now we can move guys to the injured list. Kang is military service, so Lee is torn flexor tendon. Han is post-concussion syndrome, but he's back in a week. So we're just going to leave him on the roster. I love this rotation. Ryu, Means, Billis, Quack, and Moon. The rest of the pitching staff looks pretty solid. Maybe Miller moves to left. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what this roster looks like. Let's get An Chi-hong back and see if we can get him into the dev lab. Alright, can we still send? Yes! Alright, An Chi-hong, improve your defense. Ro Si-wan, improve your defense. I'd see, I never thought about that, but really, he could be a better third baseman. Kind of funny. Brad Miller, let's improve your base stealing technique. See if Che can learn a new position. Jun can play left? Oh, Paul! Thank you for the follow. There we go. Another batch of training going on in the dev lab. As we continue to pooter through the preseason. While we do that, quick check-in on the perfect teams. My PAX Only club has just finished all the live missions and is now in a playoff spot, I think, still, up in silver. Yeah, getting back to diamond is going to be tricky for that club. King Carlos's court, we're still waiting for the Carlos Delgado himself, but I'll take Stone. I'll take a positive record in Stone. Bob Cajun Bob's, there's a new Bob Boone, with B-Ref. Now I just have to go get it. That team, above 500 in rookie, I'll take it. The international caps, below 500 in bronze, but you know what? There's so many good cards out there, it's just a matter of can I go get them. The Alta Cockers, above 500, the old players. Maybe there's some good cards in that new set, I haven't looked. Keeping it briefs, I'm starting to lose passion for that team. I may re-swizzle that theme to something else. Given how many Korean players I have, maybe that becomes a KBO. Oh no, then I got the WBC participants. Try not to overlap my teams too much. Keeping it briefs may just go into hibernation, we'll see. And of course, Blue Hearts, my collab team with Minerva, but well above 500 in Iron, gonna compete for that bronze title. Being Quack with a movement increase, potential movement, I'll take it. Ryu, control up, stuff down. I love it. With Minerva being busy the last couple of Wednesdays, I'm hoping he'll be free for this Wednesday coming so we can check in on Blue Hearts. We've started to run weekly cap tournaments on that team. Made a couple top 16 finishes, a couple top 32s. Maybe daily caps might be more our scene. I pretty much stopped competing in tournaments over on my mainline club. I made one PTCS, I'm happy. Sorry, 2 PTCSs, and I actually won a round in one of them. I'm happy. The problem with packs-only teams is that after a while, the rest of the game passes you by. You go from diamond to gold to barely hanging on in gold to silver to barely hanging on in silver. And this year, with the fewer number of diamond leagues, means fewer number of gold leagues, means it's a lot harder to stay where you are. Like, I was not surprised. I'm surprised the Bobs have been mired in rookie for as long as they have. Oh, good. He's going to be discharged in 2 months. Recovering well. No improvement for An Chi Hong, whatever. No improvement for Ro Siwan. Decline in base stealing technique. Great. Alright. Cheon Song can now play left field. Ha can now play second. A lot of flexibility in this Eagles roster now. I like it. We got our foreigners. We got our new pitcher. Let's get spring training started. Get the season underway. Oh yeah, the Major League. No, we already saw. It was Red Sox versus Dodgers. You got to see who won the World Series over in Owned. By the way, unexpected. Off-season streams. Glad I got most of that taken care of last week with the Rockies, or earlier this week. That Rockies stream could be my first game to go 100 episodes, and that's even with the Stampede and Starlight having the occasional self-indulgence week where I streamed every single day. I wasn't expecting to be synonymous with both League Redacted and the Rockies, but I'll take it. Wow, that's a lot of military service. Gotta love playing in Korea. Jung Chul Won as a starter. I like it. Not over having Moon Dongju in there, but hoping Park Sung-won can flush last season. Choi Min-sung will help with that. Hyunbin Moon as our shortstop. Ooh, I likey. That means Choi can then take over in center field. Brad Miller to left. Che to right. Does that give us our best power bats, though? Lee Jin-young needs to be in more games. He put up 2 wins above replacement last season. 13 home runs. Kim Min-hwan needs to be in more games. I mean, Ha Ju-suk did really well as a shortstop. That's tough. It's a tough call to make. Well, we'll see who wins out during spring training. It is an abbreviated spring training. Losing 11-0 in the first game of the season. Yes. Yes, this is the way it works now. And Ha Ju-suk is out for 6 weeks anyway, so that settles that debate. It'll be interesting to see what the predictions say for these Hanwha Eagles. It's been 25 years since we've had to defend a title. Lee Sung-kyu adds a curveball to his repertoire. Hey, it's a good one, too. That'll make him more effective. Choi Won-jun, strained hamstring. It looks like he'll be able to play through it. All right, through spring training, 8-4. Starting the season on the road next Saturday at the Doosan Bears place. Team should at least make the playoffs. Kim In-woo in the top 10 prospects. I'll take it. Some decent prospects coming up the pipe. This is the top prospect, Lee Jae-sung, by the way. Preseason predictions. We are projected to finish 3rd again. And lead the league in home runs. Ro Si-won probably is going to win MVP again. They're calling a good season for Means, too. Alright. I vibe with that. So, we gotta cut this team down to size. Let's send down Wu, Han, demote, Bei, Jung, alright, interesting move to put Moon in the bullpen, but if it means that his stuff is going to be that much better, you know what, let's take the matter out of our coach's hands. Okay, my coach wants... Can we move him to be a starter then? Wow, coach disrespecting me. I mean, we went out and got him for a reason. He was very effective for the Doosan Bears. If anything, he'll just have a short fuse. We gotta get down to 28, so 13 men in the bullpen. Hyunwon's gonna be the last man out. Now, batters. We're going to run 2 catchers in Choi Jae-hoon and Kim Jun-tae. That much was an easy choice. Yeah, I want Miller at first base. That's absolutely the right call. Send Lee and Cho down. So Song is going to back up Jung-gun Won. Moon Hyun Bin at short. Ro Si-won at third. I think we're going to have to send Kim Tae-yeon down. Oh, it'll be Yu Ro-kyol, Lee Won-suk, and there's our 28-man roster. My bad. Outfield's a little wobbly, but we'll make do. We've got Lim, who can come in and be a backup choice. Plenty of speed in this lineup, too. And then versus left. Yeah, Miller as a bench bat against lefties makes sense. An Chi-hong moves to first base. Kim Taeyeon DHs. Thankfully, none of our lefties are that bad with reverse splits. We have a lot of lefties on this lineup. I am okay with that. If anything, I'd want to get Lee Jin-young in to see some action against lefties. Hey! Nymphetamine dose. Thank you for overdose. Thank you for the follow. Maybe let's set Lee... or start left field, bench right. Ah, yes, good to know that my manager is so full of himself that he ignores me. Great. Well, I trust you know what you're doing. We're gonna go load up owned. I'll be right back. Taking a look at other affiliates to see who else is streaming at the moment. It looks like Nosbase is playing some poker, and Crazy Canuck is playing some Red Dead Redemption. No other out-of-the-park baseball, so if you haven't gotten your drops yet, don't worry. You'll be able to watch AZ Axel with Backyard Project at 4 p.m. Eastern. Alright, so this team has stalled. After making the playoffs in 2026, haven't cracked a winning record yet. Sort of been noodling around. We lost a lot of money last season. Thankfully, we still have plenty of cash. And after 2 seasons as a GM, I think I'm ready to move on from Kobenek. Okay, I could vibe with this. Yeah, let's hire Eric Neander. And because we are the owner in this save, we have full control over that, at least. Let's take a look at the owner goals. Upgrade a position. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Let's edit the finances. We are going to set this team to be rebuilding. We're going to bring the budget down to, like, say, 190 million. Like, we were increasing the budget year over year, that was fine. But the fact that we haven't made the postseason since this year indicates to me something is amiss. Take a look at the decision history and see how we've done. Nelson Castillo so far still one of our best signings. No big regrets on the War Minus side. Anthony Maldonado, right-handed pitcher. Juan Santana, prospect down in Single A. Dean Moss may be the actual get in that deal, but we'll see. So yeah, hopefully a new coach can do something with this roster. Mariners won 108 games. They're just really, really stinking good. Small problem, they ran into the Twins in the postseason. The Twins would go on to win the World Series as a wildcard team, beating the Rays, the Mariners, the Rangers, and the Brewers, not losing more than 2 games in any series. This team was a wagon. Carlos Correa, healthy. Christian Encarnacion Strand, one of the top home run hitters in the American League. Hunter Green, Bobby Miller. Strong defense wins this one. And then there's us. Oh, well. I'll play this off stream and we'll see if we can recover. Partially torn UCL on Jordan Hicks. Yikes. I mean, at least Karinchak's been really, really good. Rest of the bullpen, questionable. Brian Abreu, yikes. It's like, I don't know what to make of this team. Why do we have Dominic Fletcher in right when we have Zavala, rather. John Kenzie Noel's decent. But, like, we got to get over the hump. We're going to have to rebuild this club. Trade everybody. Or at least don't re-sign them. And, like, Gavin Lux, minus 1.1 wins above replacement. What are we doing here? For this, we're paying $7.9 million. Lodolo was worth it last year. This year he regressed. Anyways. That is my new manager's problem to fix. Not mine. Once we get a new assistant GM, then I'll be able to hand the reins back over to him. He's technically the GM. I mean, another way I'm wondering about how we could go about this is, could it be possible to set yourself as manager and then just let the bench coach run everything. Manager-only saves are a special kind of crazy. Did we get our assistant GM? Yes, we did. Okay, great. Eric Neander runs the show. Not to worry, Dave. I have been hydrating this whole time. And Neander's in control of everything, so I don't need to fret. I want Colson Montgomery extended long term, though. That I could use doing. There we go. Alright, that'll about wrap up today's stream session. Doesn't look like anyone else is going with Out of the Park right now. Like I said, 4 p.m. you'll be able to join in on AZ Axel's Backyard Project. But for now, let's go right into Crazy Canuck, who is doing some Red Dead Redemption 2. Giddy up and all that. You'll see me next on Wednesday with a flying purple baseball beaters. Time is precious, folks, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. Have a great weekend.